What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Food House Nation. Today we're going to be working with a really special buddy of mine, Mr. Chef Lewis. What are we going to be working on today, man?
So today we are actually going to be making a coffee rub New York strip with rainbow carrots and really easy just broccoli and butter, man.
Oh, dude, I like it. Keep it nice, simple.
Always.
I can't wait for that steak, though.
Dude, I can't wait to make it. Let's do this, right?
Alright, guys. You heard it. Let's do it.
Hey, guys. Chef Lewis here. So we're doing our coffee rub New York strip. These are two beautiful New York strips. They're about an inch and a half thick. So they're going to cook a little longer. Over here we have our seasonings. So we have really fine ground. I have dark coffee. I use a French roast, which I really like. It's kind of bitter, kind of dark. We have we have dried oregano. We have pink Himalayan salt. I'm a huge fan of the pink Himalayan salt. We have smoked paprika, black pepper, and we have chili powder. And basically we're gonna score the meat. If you don't know what scoring is, it's just adding a couple cuts in the meat to allow more flavor and to cook better all the way through. So that's what we're gonna do. Basically what you do is you grab your knife, nice and sharp, mine is, and you go and you just run your blade across until it creates a tear in the meat. And then I will do that about every ½ inch all the way down. And then to add more, I go across the other way. We call it cutting on a bias, which is at a 45-degree angle to create these cuts. Beautiful. And that'll allow more flavor and more seasonings to go into the meat. And so we'll do the same thing for the other side, and we'll just come across. Yeah, we'll just do that all the way across, and bam. So our meat is scored. I did it on the other side previously. So boom, boom, boom. Now I'm gonna take, it's about 2 tablespoons of coffee, and then I will just get it all in there. Rub your meat, guys. Rub it. Rub it. Make sure all the flavor gets in there. This is also going to create the crust, which is what the flavor is going to be when you cook your steak. So you want to make sure it's all in there. It's all well seasoned. And bam. So I'll just rub it in. God, that coffee smells good.
I have a quick question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does it matter what kind of coffee we use?
It does not. I like a stronger, more bitter coffee, just because I like spice in my food. So my bitter coffee is going to add to the spice of the actual flavor. If you want to use a blonde or a milder coffee, go ahead. Choose whatever coffee you think is best. I'm a huge fan of dark coffee, so that's what I tend to use. So now that we've done one side of each steak, we're going to do the same process. Remember, coffee and then everything else. So to pair with our steak, which is, living in the seasonings right now, we have rainbow carrots. And so all I did was I peeled the carrots, and then I cut them at an angle, and then seasoned them with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Those are going to go onto a sheet tray, and they're going to go into the oven at 400 degrees for about 5 to 7 minutes until they get nice and tender. So I'm a huge fan of oil and butter. So I grabbed about a tablespoon and a half of butter, Just gonna lay that, and that's gonna melt and cover the carrots, and that's gonna really give it flavor when it's cooking in the oven. So we'll do that right now. It's on the middle rack in my oven. There's some light so you can see it in there. That's gonna work about 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll close that. So I have my carrots working in the oven and my steaks are about to go down. I have a pan that's semi-hot on the stove right now. What I'm gonna do is take about 2 tablespoons of butter, because butter is fat, fat is flavor, guys. Take 2 tablespoons of butter, let that go in the pan. I'm gonna turn up my heat just a little bit. That's a medium-high heat. This is what's gonna create your crust, which is gonna create your flavor. So I'm gonna grab 1 steak, just drop it here. Grab another steak, drop it here, boom. So now we'll just let those sit, and they'll cook until they get a crust, about 3 minutes on each side. And then from there, we'll add it to the sheet tray with our broccoli, and we'll all throw that in the oven, and it'll finish up in about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on how rare or not rare you like your steak. I'm a mid-rare kind of guy. I know people that are well done, but you know, it's all personal preference. So. So it's about 3 minutes on that other side, and we have a beautiful crust, as you can see. So all I'm going to do is take my 2 strips, transfer them to the sheet pan. Boom. Turn that flame off. Last but not least, to finish all that up, take my broccoli, which has also been dressed in olive oil, salt, and black pepper. I'm just gonna lay it on this sheet tray right here. And it's 1 sheet tray, 1 entire meal. Beautiful contrasting colors. Like I said, I'm a fan of butter, so. So now that everything's on my sheet tray, we're gonna throw it into the oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. You could stop it earlier depending on your rarity of steak. You can go longer if you want. So I'm just gonna turn on my timer. We got 15 minutes and we'll let that go. Boom. So we pulled the meat and veggies out of the oven. Now we're gonna let the meat rest. Resting is very important. It's a very important process. As you're cooking on a very small scale, those molecules are heating up, so all the liquid, all the fat, all the juice, everything inside that meat is working really hard and bouncing around very fast, and that's what heats up. And letting it rest lets it slow down and stop cooking, because when you pull stuff out of the oven or turn the heat off, those individual molecules keep cooking. So we let it rest about 10 minutes, and that'll let all the juices kind of slow down and become more flavorful than if we were to cut the steak right now, because it is still cooking. Anyways, we're just gonna let it rest, then we'll cut it, plate it, and then we'll enjoy it, okay? Thank you guys. So here we are, it's rested, it has all its flavor. We're gonna grab this main strip right here. I'm gonna come over here and grab a fork. Now, I'm just gonna turn this so I'm more comfortable. We're just gonna cut. I like thicker pieces so you can really see the steak. Beautiful. So now I'm gonna just arrange that on the plate.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you like what we've seen, please make sure you like this video, comment below, and share with your friends. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys. Have a great day.